to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I got for you today is a very interesting topic about Mr. Will Smith. The question is Will Smith a butt pirate? Ahoy there. So, I'm going to play some clips out of fair use in this educational video, and I'm going to mix my opinions into this video about Mr. Will Smith. The man who played I Am Legend is legendary for taking it in the booty. Let's go ahead and get started, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have some fun today. Ahoy there, butt pirate.
Instagram. You see the hundreds of celebrities that I've done business with, done things with. And during the latter years of our relationship, Will was not my friend. I was his friend. I was around before they had Trey. Jada was the woman that everybody wanted. And Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small dick?
Oh, I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can beat a person so much that they fall into submission.
Who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
That's the thing. When you get that baby leg put on you, lady, it's hard to go to the pinky toe. Ain't that correct? Poor old Will Smith, he don't got nothing down there. That's what his wife say. See, I ain't gonna spare Mr. Will Smith because he's the one who decided to get with Jada Pinkett Smith. She done ruined his career, made him look bad, and now we find out more stuff about him. But there's always been rumors about him doing something kind of on the gay side anyway. They've been saying that for years, that he's been sleeping with men and sleeping with women and stuff like that. This ain't nothing new. So y'all never knew that Muhammad Ali liked to take it in the booty. Do y'all remember when he played Muhammad Ali? He was throwing all them punches and stuff. Now you know he getting punched too. In the booty. That's what it is. Let's keep going.
Who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
Well, I could tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation.
Somebody told me I made my pictures in the book.
Your picture's in the book and your name is in the book. So you like you doing some real elegant pimp. I'm blowing you up.
I love that.
I'm
I love
blowing
that.
you up.
Dude, this is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say new, they probably been there after myself, right? They will make you check into a rehab. And they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them. And then
Now let me explain why they do that. That's just in case a person like this man right here chooses to expose what they're doing in the dark so they can discredit him. So they make you go, this is crazy, but think about the logic in this. Jada and Will both know they do some weird, wild, freaky shit. So the last thing they need is someone to bear witness to all of that and then hit the tabloids and then go on Oprah, then go on television and live stream about what they know about what they're doing. As soon as they say things like that, then Jada and Will Smith can say, look, this person was a has a drug habit, and they are a drug addict, to discredit them, to make them not be credible. This is all game. This is all hustling right here. I can see it in it. Just because he like to take hard, stiff pecan wood in the booty.
and they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them. And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne down too, so I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of fucked down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Can you process that for a second?
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him, murdering him.
Ah! Damn. Will Smith was slumped over like a man who got shot in the car over the steering wheel while he was taking that hardwood from Dwayne Martin. He said he was killing him. He was just beating that, tearing him up. I bet you right then and then that Will Smith wish he had that little thing he used on Men in Black when you look into and you forget everything you saw and heard. Too bad, man. Your parents just don't understand. It's too there. But let me tell you something. If I can imagine a scenario where that man walked in on Dwayne Martin just hulling out on Will Smith. I can imagine him saying, "Hey, what's going on? What are you doing?" And I can hear him say nothing. Then I can hear Dwayne Wade say, "I'm not Dwayne Wade." Well, they both on that same team, ain't they? Basically like that. I bet Dwayne hitting that thing. Martin, he hitting that thing. He said, "What you doing? Getting jiggy with? Nah. Why he hitting it? You know, just hitting it. You know, I don't know. I'm just talking crazy. I'm sorry about rambling, man. But this story is so fucking wild, man.
Having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him, murder, like murder. It was murder in there.
Okay. What did you do?
Even when I was with the deer and headlights, and I finally said, "Oh shit."
Woo! God damn it, boy. Na. Summertime. And you're behind. All right, let me go ahead and play this other thing about this. This is wild, y'all. Just taking it in the booty. Here we go.
I walked in on him, bro.
Having sex.
Oh, yes, on the set of all of them.
And you walked in and Will Smith and Dwayne
Yes,
Martin.
yes. Will was, Dwayne was in Will. Yeah.
And what did they say?
Then that's when, boom, we come out, Will up, and they was like, close the door. Man, listen. So I back out the door and I leave. Now here's the crazy part, right? So now after all that's over, the set is shut down. Will tells me he needs to have a conversation with me. This where it get real deep. So he was like, "Man, I know you saw what you saw." I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." He was like, "Come on, B, you know what you saw." I said, I didn't see nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. So he said, "I'm gonna need you to sign some papers." I said, "Will, sign papers for what? I don't even know what you're talking about." Now he obviously sees that I've seen it. So he said, "I really don't want you to get hurt." Right? I said, "Well, what does that mean?" Right? So he goes to tell me, and now I'm gonna take this very slow, and then people can go and do the research. He said, "You remember when Eddie Murphy got caught with the transsexual on Santa Monica Boulevard?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Do you know what happened to her when she tried to write a book and she was going to do all these TV shows?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, go home and look it up." So that was one of the things. Now, I'll say I went home and looked it up, and that person was murdered. They said they tried to commit suicide or it was a crazy accident. Who was going to go to a roof, tie sheets together, and try to swing into the apartment? So everybody that's watching, go Google that. What happened to the tranny that got caught in the car with Eddie Murphy when the police stopped, right? Then he said, "I'm known for making raps with no profanity. That's what you know Will for, right?" He said, "I made a song called, what was the name of the song? You Saw My Blinker Bitch," right? Anybody can go Google it right now. It's something about, the hook is, "You saw my blinker bitch." And I was like, I never heard you curse on records and all that. And it's talking about smacking somebody. He will use the word bitch a few times. He said, they asked me to do that. And I want people to stop and go Google that, right? So, because these are receipts. He said, they told me to do that and that they would protect me. He said, these are powerful people that you're dealing with, B. So I thought about what happened to the transsexual that was caught in the car with Eddie Murphy with the police and what happened to them. He told me that he made this record cussing, right? Calling the lady a bitch, talking about he was going to slap her and all that. And then what happened to the lady who was the first Aunt Viv? And I said, this shit is real. Now I'm going to another level that I ain't been to, right? And he said, I beg you to sign these papers tomorrow. I never signed those papers. I left the country. I never signed those papers.
So basically, he's trying to use Will Smith was found out about he found him getting his booty slammed and smashed. And he's trying to keep it a secret. So Will Smith, the fresh punk of Bel Air, tried to intimidate him, basically what it is. Anyway, I thought there was a wild thing about old Will Smith. Old Willie. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say, man, about your old Willie. All I can say, old Willie likes to take old Willies in his back. That's all I can say. So Will Smith walking around getting his back busted out and stuff while Jada over there messing with them young boys. She's messing with them young boys while he up there taking in them young boys in his back room, in the boom boom room of his booty. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think about this weirdo. All right, y'all have a good one now.